Welcome to the Ryan Water Sports Drive, standing with Pat Kennedy, no stranger to television for sure. We're here at the Central Okanagan Sports Hall of Fame Museum for the 2012 class, the inductees, and 5 people have been inducted, which is nice. Just maybe run down through those for us.
Well, first of all, Dr. Barry Ernest, co-founder of the Sports Hall of Fame, done so much in this community, both on the sports side and the community side, the volunteering side. An incredible individual who has just helped this community immensely. Kelowna would not be the same without a Dr. Barry Ernest. He's been here for some 30 plus years and just made a huge difference. And he he gets awarded our Bennett Special Recognition Award, or WAC, W.L. Bennett Award, and W.R. Bennett. And it's an award that we give out not every year, but when we determine that somebody deserves special recognition, we bring it out, and Barry certainly deserves that award just for all that he's done. Of course, the 1988 Okanagan Sun Junior Football team, undefeated during the regular season, went on to win their first ever National Junior Football Championship. It was an incredible season. They were dominant. They were absolutely dominated, and finally dominated a Prairie opponent, which doesn't happen very often. Hasn't happened that often since, but they did back in '88, and so it was just an incredible year. So the entire team, 1988 Okanagan Sun team, goes into the Hall of Fame. Erminia Russo is a volleyball player. Played high school volleyball here in Kelowna, went on to star for the UBC Thunderbirds, and then onto the national team, and at the '96 Olympics and World Championships really made her mark on the volleyball court, and now coaching the game of volleyball. Could not be here today because she's in the process of moving with her husband and family from Edmonton to Montreal. But she will be here in November for the actual induction gala. Then we get Glenn Ennis, a rugby player who cut his teeth, probably literally, on the rugby field here in Kelowna for Kelowna Secondary School, and then played club rugby with Core, and went on to star for the national team, played in 3 world championships, and was named captain, and just an incredible athlete. And then played professional in Japan, and then all of a sudden, he's a good-looking guy, so it was natural to go to Hollywood, I suppose, and became a stunt double for Steven Seagal, still is doing so, and he's appeared in some 15 movies.
Wow.
So rugby was a training ground for being a stunt double. Who knew? So good for Glenn. And I think
Alex
Retzky. Who can forget Alex Retzky? Like Dr. Barry Ernest, an incredible individual who does nothing but gives of his time. His time, his expertise, and his efforts. These are the kind of people we love to say, he's from Kelowna. He's from the Central Okanagan. He's ours. And because these people make a huge difference in our lifestyle. And Alex, with the Kelowna Rockets, you name it, he's been involved in it. UBCO and college athletics, high school athletics, volunteering at Kelowna General Hospital. And he's a wonderful individual. He's just, every time you see him, you give him a hug and a handshake. He is an incredible man, and he's very emotional and again, very giving. And we're so honored to have these people in our community, and we're so honored to bring them to you, to let them know, just in case you don't know who these people are, that's our job. And just kind of reaffirm what they've done and who they are.
When you look at the list, the class of 2012, was it easy to pick? I mean, you got Barry Ernest, you got Alex Retzky, the Okanagan Sun. Was it?
The beauty of going through this is that we have so many candidates, and you cannot name them all especially in 1 year. So it's very difficult. We have a 3-level tier of committee, so it kind of goes from 1 to the 2nd to the 3rd. As we finally get to the final 4 or 5, there's no set number that we induct every year, but that process is very diligent, and it is very difficult. There's some heated discussions around the table saying, no, what about this person? I get it. So, and that's lively debate. And so only the best of the best get in. And as Jim Taylor has said, being a Hall of Fame sports writer himself, Halls of Fame should be difficult to get into. This Hall of Fame is very difficult to get into. It's the way it should be. But when you make it, it's an honor and a privilege, and we just have fun doing it.
And talk about the gala in November, because that's when they're actually inducted into the Hall of Fame. You saw in the video, it's a very emotional for the recipients. It just seems to all come together. It's a morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. At the Capri Center, Coast Capri Mall, and tickets will be available here at the Kelowna Museum. But it is, everybody gets together, family and friends, and it's a chance. We produce videos at CHBC, and we show their stories, and we let people know. I mean, family and friends are on hand. They know most of the stories, but when you see it on the big screen and you become part of this event, it just grips you.
inspiring, it is emotional, and it's so much fun. And again, when you look back and you go, these people grew up and they did this for the community, and they've done this, and this. It's amazing. And that's the fun we have. So that event just kind of puts the capper on all of it, and it just comes together in one wonderful morning.
Pat, thanks for doing this.
Well, thank you.
Pat Kennedy, the Managing Director of the Central Okanagan Sports Hall of Fame. He joins us on the Ryan Water Sports Drive.